Hello and welcome back to Pendor Rearmed. And indeed, look at this. We've got Sir Jocelyn coming back here. I'm actually really surprised it took him so long, to be honest. I know, it says 28 days, and you kind of think, oh, well, 28 days, that's not really that much of, it's not much time. However, I felt like it was taking ages. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But anyway, well, Sir Captain, the last I found you, I've been busy training your people. What would you like to know? Tell me about the T-Knights. How did their physical training go? Alright, so as you can see, he increased their strength by 12 to 30 and increased their agility by 15 to 27. I am assuming that he is maxed out at 27 and 30 strength, respectively. I want to know more about those skills. Whoa, wow, okay, he actually did an amazing job right there. As you can see right here, we now have riding skill, athletics, and shield at 9, power strike at 10, iron flesh at 10, very, very nice. And as you can see, their weapon proficiencies have increased to 480, if you can believe that. That's pretty crazy. And then we also have, as you see here, our biscuit sergeants. They're doing a very, very good job as well. Let's take a look at these guys. Power throw, obviously power throw doesn't really matter to me, but as you can see, power throw level to 1, and we also have 450 on the proficiencies there. Okay, so yeah, he has done a fantastic job. He has done probably the best job that he could have done. I'm actually very surprised that he managed to do such a good job, but there you go. All right, I think they're basically maxed out now, so the only thing I can really do now is just boost them as much as I possibly can with the upgrading system. Otherwise, the only other thing that I could do is I could technically send Lethal Durin off, but as you see, they have more proficiencies than he does already, so it isn't actually required for me to do anything with that. So I think we will, yeah, why not, let's just go straight on into the castle here. And I wish to schedule a training session with this guy, that's for sure. Let's get a baggage train, and now we can improve the quality of the tea and biscuits. Yes. So, as you see, it is going to increase our strength and agility and all their weapon proficiencies by 20, which is going to be insanely good, in my opinion. So let's do this. There we go. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. And let's do it again, and again, and again, and again. There we go. Okay, fantastic. So we now... I spend so much money. I know. I spend way too much money, to be honest. Okay, so... what? I don't have the training grounds yet? Okay, apparently the training grounds is not yet done, even though it should technically be. Anyway, we'll just train our steward here for a real quick second. There you go. And we've now got 15 relation with ethos as well, which is actually extremely nice. Now I have 84,000 gold remaining, which is actually pretty good, surprisingly so. And yeah, I do need to get some of these pieces of food. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're just going to wait here for a little bit of time because the training ground is almost done. And I'm actually really, really interested to see how much, there it is, how much our stats are for these guys now. It would be very, very fun to find out. Okay, so let's have a look. I want to view our noble recruits. Okay, we have 35 nobles. It takes 500 gold for each noble that you accept into your court. It also requires that you have a training ground present. Each noble can then be put onto the path to be trained into an elite defender of the realm, and the type of noble will be based upon our culture. So you can see here we can accept 8 Pendor noblemen into your court for 4,000 dinars, which is quite expensive. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Okay, we did it. And do I want to do anything else? I don't think so, right? Do I want to do anything else? No, I don't think so. All right. So let me just speak to this guy. Tell me of your skills. So these are... Whoa. These are the skills that the T-Knights now have. Look at their proficiencies. Look at their proficiencies alone. Absolutely insane. They have 40 strength, 37 agility. I don't know... I'm gonna actually... I wish to buy your armor set. Can I do that? We can't sell our equipment, sir. That's funny. All right, yeah. So let me just take a quick look at the troop trees real fast because I'd like to see Noldor. Do we have the ability to see Noldor stuff? I think we do. Ah, there we go. There they are. Yeah. So we basically are. We are worse. We are definitely worse than a Noldor Twilight Knight. But how many Noldor Twilight Knights are you actually going to come across, first of all? And second of all, we can get here. We can get to this particular point. We've got 95 HP as far as I'm aware, and these guys have 112. So it is possible. We just need to get a little bit more cash. You know, we need to get a little bit more cash and stuff like that. As you can see, we currently have 392 prestige spent. We get renown and prestige basically whenever we do anything in regards to battles and stuff like that. So very, very useful. Let me see. Pendor Noblemen, we need to level these guys into what? What do we need to level them into? Squires, I think, right? I think we need Pendor Knights. Don't we need Pendor Knights or something like that? Let me actually just see. I need to make sure that this is indeed correct, because otherwise I'm going to make a mistake, and that's going to be terrible. Okay, let's have a look. Yes, Pendor Knight. Yes, T-Knight from a Pendor Knight, Biscuit Sergeant from a Pendor Man-at-Arms. You have 1,354 prestige available with an honor of 50. Knight honor troops will cost 45 prestige. Very expensive, as you might expect. But that's okay. That's alright, because we've actually got some pretty cool stuff here. We actually have 7 T-Knights in the garrison here, if you can believe that. Also, we have 372 Pendor recruits. Now, I don't know whether you know this, but if we were to go and recruit these and level them up and stuff like that, we could get a huge amount of Biscuit Sergeants. I could get so many Biscuit Sergeants, because you could level these Pendor recruits into Pendor Man-at-Arms, if I'm correct. Let me just check that as well. Pendor Man-at-Arms, where are they? There we go. Pendor Man-at-Arms, there you go. So the Pendor Man-at-Arms are not even that difficult to level up, as you can see right there, and they would immediately be able to become Biscuit Sergeants, but of course they would require prestige, which is obviously a pretty big deal, right? You know, because the more that we fight, the more that we do damage to enemies and stuff like that, the more that we're going to be getting, the more prestige we're going to be getting. So, yeah, the question now is, do I want to... yeah, I guess we will go over to Nadar Castle and we'll see what we could do, because obviously our T-Knights and stuff like that are so much more powerful than they were beforehand. Ah, what is this? Okay, he has Order of the Red Bull. Oh, wow. Okay, I was actually going to create the Order of the Diet Coke, but there you go. I guess we don't really need to worry about that too much now, because he's taking part in the Energy Drink Corporation sponsorship. I don't know what's going on with that, but yes. Apparently, Order of the Red Bull is definitely a thing. 27,000. Whoa, we're getting 27,000 in cash right here, and we're also getting, obviously, more noble recruits. And we're going to be making our way in to Nadar Castle. Now that we have Jocelyn back, it's actually going to be very nice, because we only have to wait 8 hours. Okay, that was actually a lot quicker than I anticipated. Oh, hello. All right, are we actually getting a sally out right here? Are these guys literally going to sally out? I think that is a really, really big mistake for them to do so if they decide on that course of action. Maybe they're not. No, it doesn't seem like it, but I wouldn't mind getting into the central courtyard. If we can get into the courtyard there, we will literally have one of the easiest times in the world. Oh, hello. No, never mind. They are apparently coming out. Okay, interesting. I don't know why they would do such a thing. I think they are probably having some kind of delusion. Some kind of delusion that they think that this is the best course of action. I don't know why. Ah, yes. If we go in here, we're going to get absolutely peppered by massive amounts of arrows. This is a bit of a problem. Maybe. Or maybe I'm just going to go on a killing spree and absolutely murder every single person in my path. Okay, kind of interesting. Never would have expected that in a million years. But there you go. I think we'll probably be okay here now that... Oh, wow. My forces are just absolutely destroying. This is pretty incredible. Usually I would not expect this, not especially when it comes to this kind of courtyard layout, because they do have a significant advantage in pretty much every single way, because no matter which direction you face yourself in, you will be shot. It is impossible to prevent yourself from taking damage. As you can see, I'm actually getting shot from over there. Need to kill this guy. There we go. Now we can hopefully get these guys into a melee situation. There we go. Try to kill them. Nice, nice, nice. We need to make sure that they are not going to defend themselves too much. Nice. Okay, good. These two-handed axes, really. These two-handed axes are actually hilariously damaging, surprisingly so, as you can tell right there. Look at how much damage this thing actually did to us. And I actually walked into him. There you go. We walked into his death blow against us right there. Okay, now we do have how many enemies do we have to deal with here? Like 390 or something like that? It's pretty crazy, right? Yeah, pretty crazy. So I'm not sure whether we should actually get out of here or not. We have how many people? I think we have 217. I think we have 217, which is actually not too bad. However, I don't really want to lose all of those if I can help it. Should I just get out of here and come back in? I feel like coming... you know what? Let's do that. Let's go out of here, and then we will literally just wait here for a little bit of time. I know, we're going to lose renown, we're going to lose honor and all that stuff. For me personally, obviously, that I feel like that's kind of harsh, to be honest, considering the fact that I'm not trying to do any kind of, like, gaming of the mechanics. I've already talked about this, but I'm not going to talk about it again. Anyway, the point is, I kind of disagree about the penalty, but... I don't know, maybe there could be a way to make it so that it only happens on the second retreat, because obviously then you're kind of, I don't know, it feels like that would probably be a little bit more lenient for people that are just doing what I'm doing and just trying their best, and then it would also still apply the penalty to people that actually want to do the strategy, you know, where you just go in with a bunch of ranged troops or whatever and just kill everyone and then retreat and then go back in and then retreat and then go back in. And it could be a cumulative thing as well if you wanted to. You could actually make it so that the first, or should we say in this case, the second retreat would be 20 renown, and then the third retreat would be 40, and then 80, and so on and so forth. That would be a very significant penalty, which would obviously dissuade a huge amount of people from doing the strategy. But you know, on the same kind of subject, you are as me, you know, in me doing this particular strategy, I would not be affected, and other people would not be affected doing this same kind of thing, because we are actually trying to do this legitimately. So there is that. I kind of want these guys... can I bait them into coming out of here? I'm actually wondering whether we could do that. That would be nice. Let's see if we could do that. Just going to try and do some damage. Yes, there we go. 40 damage. Nice. Kill that guy. Yes, I am so good with thrown weapons, aren't I? Wow, 2 kills. Okay, what? How did that happen? Whoa, 3 kills with thrown weapons? Okay, who am I? Where did I put myself? I don't know. What have I done with myself? Yes, I don't actually know. But yeah, I'm going to be just going along here. And what we're going to do is we're going to place our forces like this, with a nice little hold position order. And we're going to see if we can maybe do something with that. I'm hopeful that this is going to provide us with a slightly better advantage in regards to surrounding our opponents. Okay, got to be careful here. Nice, nice, nice. Good damage, good damage. Now let's tell our forces to charge in. Hopefully that's going to allow us to surround them. Let's just do this a bit more. Kind of want to kill these archers. And I believe that's it. There we go. We went on a little bit of a killing spree right there. Not too bad. Obviously, we're now starting to get to a point in the playthrough where our character can actually do pretty good damage and isn't really having to be super scared about enemy units any further, with the exception of a handful of the very high tier ones. And I'm talking about the stuff like the, I don't know, the fallen revenants of the Igrim's army and stuff like that. I'm talking about those kinds of things because they will definitely still murder us. But, yeah, obviously, these kinds of guys, not really as much, you know. We don't really have to worry about them too badly. And what's actually going on here? Do we have some people in this, Ah, yes, we have some people that are in the environment. Whoopsie. All right. It seems as though we will have to retreat here, and, well, we can't do much about it, because even if I wanted to, a way that you can actually fix this is, well, you can just enable cheat mode, and then just, well, kill the guy, you know. But the problem with that is I can't do that. I can't do that because as Pendor is a thing, it has anti-cheat measures. So you can't do that, you know, unless you don't want to get any of the achievements and stuff like that and all the other benefits. And I obviously want those. So that is a bit of a problem, isn't it? Yeah, that's it's also kind of the thing where I don't really understand why that has been put into the mod, but there you go. Anyway, 20 renown right there. We actually ended up losing it once again, which is kind of annoying in itself, considering the fact that the guy was in the environment and I couldn't actually get to them. But yeah, that's also something that I personally feel like is the reason why the penalty shouldn't actually be there. Because these kinds of things just happen, you know what I mean? And I can't really do anything about it. Anyway, so I'm going to give this to him once again. That makes the most sense. I don't really need it because Ethos is just insane. We are, you know, gaining so much cash from it just because the villages are so amazing. And we'll just get some more strength here for Alyssa. And then we will have a look at Deve. Let's have a look. Yes, nice, nice, nice. Get him a little bit more in power strike there. Let's take a look at Julia. There we go. Power draw. Yes, very nice. Now she's going to be sniping people so hard. And we can, yes, there we go. Leslie, get her a little bit in power strike and iron flesh. That was the reason why we were saving that skill point from earlier. And we're also going to get some heroine adventurers. Nice. We got 15 Noldor rangers, if you can believe it. Wow. Okay. I'm actually kind of surprised about that. Oh, the Pendor noblemen actually level up really fast. Look at that. They are basically almost Pendor knights already. That is extremely, extremely quick. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so the question is, what do we want to spec into? Well, probably agility, like I said, and we'll go for a point in riding skill because I don't know whether you know this, but the Noldor Spirit Horse, which is actually kind of the thing that I was going for the entire time. I just kind of hoped that maybe we would have gotten riding skill a little bit quicker than this because of the amount of Qualis gems we were getting. But yeah, we were a little bit unlucky with some of the spawns because the spawns, as you see here, we barely got any. We've just got the 3 Seers and Igrim, but they are extremely difficult for us. Maybe we're actually going to be able to even tackle Igrim at this point because we now have our own CKO and technically they are very strong. They may even be stronger than some fallen revenants and stuff like that. We have a heretic army here, but I don't really want to deal with it. I'm kind of hopeful that they will not pursue me. Yeah, they might. I kind of want to go in here. Windholm would actually be extremely nice for us to capture. Because that would literally just provide us with a really, really nice little consolidation down in the southwest of the map here. It would be really, really cool. Oh, hello. Look at that. I actually gained an achievement. You successfully dispatched 50 enemies in one battle single-handedly. For this heroic deed, you are awarded plus 20 renown and the title of Deathbringer. Your enemies cower before your might. And indeed, this is another reason why I personally feel like the penalty that you get for retreating from things is not exactly great, because I just got an achievement that got me 20 renown, and the penalty is 20 renown. So I'm now basically negative 20 renown just because of that fact. So yeah, I think that kind of does need to be removed, but obviously it's highly unlikely they're going to do that. Anyway, we will see if we can go in here. Let's go in and see what happens. Okay. Ooh, this is actually not a bad layout. Oh wow. Yeah, the renown value is extremely high. Yeah, the problem with that is that you know why. You know, it means that this is going to be an extremely difficult battle for us and very, very highly against the odds that we will achieve victory. We might be able to... Let's kill some people. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. This is actually working out not too badly right now. If we can get some of these guys to actually come in here and... I mean, obviously, if we... Wow, yeah, no. This is actually working a lot better than I anticipated. Now, this is the problem here. If I don't make any kind of move to get an advantage coming up here, we are going to have to retreat, and then I will end up losing renown once again. So the best thing that I can do is probably risk my own life getting up there, and then I'm going to have to try and kill 50, 100, 150 troops by myself. That's basically the... That's pretty much the only way that we can really make any headway here, unfortunately. So that's obviously also the reason why it might be... Oh, actually, no, we're doing pretty nicely right here. Okay. I was going to say, it might be a good idea for me to get some custom Knighthood Order troops in my army and just try and see what we can do with them. Try and do some damage here. Ow. Whoa, alright, I'm gonna die. There's not much I can do about that, unfortunately. I am in a very good position here. Unfortunately, it is gonna leave us with, yeah, as you can see right there, there's not much I can do about it. But yeah, the point is, we now have, look at this situation right here. I have eliminated 120 troops, right? And we've only lost 2. And the question is, are my forces going to be able to penetrate the defenses of the opponent in this situation? Do you think they're going to be able to get up here, get beyond the battlements? The only reason why I think that's probably not going to be the case is because of the Kraken units that they have here. They have some Kraken Radari, they have, yeah. Okay, we're going to get out of here. And once again, we are indeed going to lose renown, and we're going to lose honor. I'm not going to say anything, okay? I'm not going to say anything because it's, well, it's in the game. I can't do much about it, you know, so... But you know my thoughts on it, at least. You know my thoughts on it, so... Anyway, we are just going to wait here for a little bit of time. I'm actually just going to do this. I'm not going to make any... Oh, no, careful, careful. I'm not going to make any ladders just yet. You see that? You see that heretic army right there? They desperately want to murder us. They really do. If they could get, if that, you know, it's actually really funny. If that fellow, if that vassal knew what he was doing, well, if he was a player, for example, what he would do is literally just drag the heretic army over to me, and that would be enough. That would be enough to take care of us, which would actually be quite funny. But yeah, anyway, 53 renown. Okay. We might actually have this in the bag from now, because obviously we've got our, you know, arrows fully back. Our forces are slightly healthier. Hopefully I'm not going to get shot in the face any more than I already have. And I'm kind of hoping that the enemy... Oh, yeah. We do have a couple of people that might be coming outside. Yes, hello. Kind of intrigued as to why they would do such a thing, but yes, they are. And we might be able to... Oh, we've even got more archers coming out. What are they doing? I don't know. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I don't know what's going through their mind when they decide to do that, but... Yes, I will welcome more of them, please. I welcome more of them to come down here. How is Jarl in our Iron Hand actually killing any of these guys? What kind of trickery is this? I didn't think he was a ranged character. I thought he only had, like, thrown weapons or something. But, maybe he actually has something a bit more than that. I have no idea. I'm actually getting shot despite holding my right mouse button. So, that's kind of intriguing. Not sure what's going on with that. The question is, should I... No. You know what? We're gonna just... Okay, I was gonna say, I'm going to wait to command my forces to charge, because I personally wanted them to do some more damage. I wanted them to actually inflict quite a bit more damage with their ranged abilities. But now we're going to have to just wait here. I was kind of hoping that I'd be able to survive a bit more, but you could see exactly what was happening. I literally had my shield all the way up. It was completely blocking everything, but for some reason I was still able to take some damage from all different angles, I guess. But yeah, we are probably going to have to... I don't really want to retreat again. Yeah, I don't really want to retreat again. If I did, it's going to be so bad. You know what? No, I'm not going to retreat again. We're gonna double down, try to get the 53 renown, because otherwise I'm going to lose another 20 renown. That's going to be terrible. So yeah, we're just going to have to make do with what we have here and just hope, cross our fingers, that we're not going to lose any really good units. Because, yeah, sure, okay, fine. We're losing some Ghazi Stalkers, that's kind of annoying. We're losing some Berserkers, that's annoying too. But as long as we don't lose any really good units that cannot be replaced easily, then I don't think we really need to worry too much. But this is very bad, as you can quite clearly tell. This is a super bad situation to be in, because our people are just going up to the top here, and they're just getting sandwiched. And that's kind of the whole deal. If I were in here, I'd be able to tell my forces to actually do something different. And, well, we'd probably be able to safeguard quite a few of our casualties. Are we actually even going to win this? I'm kind of a bit worried now, to be honest. Huh. You know, I kind of want to retreat again. But I shouldn't do that. There's only 300 people. There's only 300 people remaining in here, so we should technically have this in the bag. Alright, so there we go. It is actually a victory for us. Unfortunately, we did end up losing 17 troops, and, well, technically, well, almost half of our army was knocked unconscious. Thankfully, we only lost, I say only, which is still kind of painful, but we lost 9 Fierdsvane Berserkers. We didn't really lose any Noldor, which I have to admit is very nice. But there you go. That is indeed it. We're going to be letting this guy go once again. I'm just trying to maximize relation with these fellows as much as possible. Let's just let our people take whatever they want. Alright, so we do have some Maiden Rangers. Ooh, Singalian Temptress. Okay, we should probably take those. We'll take these Stalkers. Maiden Rangers. I kind of like the Maiden Rangers, but I'll take the Heretic Magnus instead. We do have still... we've got quite a lot of space. Maiden Cavalry. Maiden Adventurers. Whoa, okay, I certainly wasn't expecting those. And I have only 7 more spaces, so what do I do? Well, I guess I will take the Worshippers, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of a bit annoying, isn't it? Yeah, it's kind of a bit annoying when we don't have enough space. Okay, so I am actually going to give this, I think, to him. I think? Should I? Yes, actually, I'm going to give it to him. You should have this for yourself. There we go. Alright, I have no idea what this is actually going to do. Has fallen to your troops, and you now have full control of the town. There we go. Fantastic. Okay, so we can join the tournament here if we want to. Probably not going to do that, but yeah. Nice to know that we can. And, oh yeah, loads of fish. Give me that. Okay, yes. That is what we like. Let's see. Okay, so I still have 2 Qualis gems. Still do not have a gold bar. What's up with that? Don't know. Yeah, bit weird. Okay, so there's Torvin. Let's just sell this. Speak to him. Basically, just need to continue speaking to pretty much every single person that you can, asking for rumors and stuff like that. What are people talking about in the town? Yes, thanks very much. Let's just try and improve this a little bit. Let's get a baggage train, and then we'll move on. Okay, so the question is Windholm going to be able to stand up? Is it going to be able to stand up? I don't know by itself. Is it going to be able to? Well, the question is, are they going to be able to recruit more people? Because that's all we need. We just want more than 51. We don't want just 51 staying in here, but I'm going to have to move on nevertheless, because Valonbray is quite close by. We might be able to actually do something there too. Wow, okay, that is hilarious. Look at Igrim. He has even more people than he had last time. That's incredible. Okay, so he's got 1,600, which is insane. But the Fallen Revenant population has gone down, so whoever he was fighting did manage to eliminate one of them, or 2 of them. And that's pretty good. So what we can do is... Okay, hello. Wait, what's going on here? Kasim has come back. Okay, that's absolutely fine. He's actually come back with a bunch of troops as well, which is really, really nice. Now, we are going to say we need to separate from him, because otherwise some of our other companions are going to have issues with him, and we'll otherwise just get our Kavera a little bit of extra iron flesh and some strength as well. There we go. Get some more Pendor Knights. Very good. And there we have it. Okay. Let's see what's happening here. Okay, nothing much. Whoa, I say nothing much, but there's actually a significant amount of Fiat's Faint vassals here. All right, let's do some damage. I don't know what he's doing. Why is he deciding to attack us right now? Very, very weird. He does give us 17 renown, though. 17 renown means that he has a very strong army, because we have the battle advantage of 2 here. So he must have some very, very good units. I'm kind of a bit worried now. Kind of a bit worried that we're going to get ourselves absolutely massacred, but let's hope that that's not the case. I'm going to try to see if I can maybe distract some of the cavalry. Maybe we'll see if we can maybe make something happen there. We do now have 7 in riding skill too, so I would like to go back to the Noldor castle at some point in the near future and see what I can do about getting my hands on a spirited horse. That would be nice, because I did end up using a spirited horse in pretty much every single playthrough so far of Pendor. I've always gone for that if I've had the opportunity with my riding skill. Let's be a bit careful here. Yeah, losing out on some of my speed bonus, but that's okay. Well, we've got this in the bag. I'm not entirely sure what he actually had. Oh, yes, Dawn Wyverns. I see. Okay, yeah, that's the reason why we were... Well, Knights of the Dawn as well. Yeah, that's the reason why we're gaining so much renown for this, though, because he obviously had a significant amount of Knighthood Order troops, and they are indeed going to be putting up a pretty big fight. I mean, obviously, if you don't have an army like this one, like we have right here, then yes, they will be extremely strong. But as it stands, well, as you see, nope, there you go. Really, really nice and easy for us. Let's take a little bit of loot. Don't have that much space. I have no space for basically anything, so we're just going to continue moving on here. Let's have a look at Valonbray real fast. Let's see how many people they have in here. 574 plus 2 vassals. Kind of harsh. Don't really want to go in against that if I can help it. What about Gundar's Lodge? I might be able to do a little bit of a fake out here, where we can try to bait the opponent into coming over to Gundar's Lodge, and then we leave, if necessary. I don't know whether it's actually even... okay. 54 hours. Wow, that's harsh. That is really, really harsh. It makes me yearn for the fact that I probably should have spec'd myself into engineering, because no one else is going to be able to do it as good. So, yeah, I mean, Jocelyn could do it, I suppose, because he has, I think, 6 in it now or something like that. So we could potentially have him do it, but that is really, really unlikely. I don't know. I mean, it's unlikely he's going to get to 10, that's for sure. One of the vassals is indeed leaving, so that's really nice. I'm kind of surprised that they ran away. The other guys, you know, there was someone with literally 300 troops or something like that. I'm very surprised that they actually ran. But we'll see what we can do. I'm going to go over to the left here, because this does seem to be the less well-traveled route. And maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to do something crazy. Okay, if I can just make sure I don't die from this. Nice, kill that guy, kill that guy. Yes. Nice. The conveyor belt of death is upon them. That is us. Okay, try not to get killed. Yeah. It's kind of harsh. Oh, really? Wow, okay. Wow. Okay, well, there you go. We just got absolutely volleyed to death. And it just goes to show these guys really know what they're doing. If you let them, they will just absolutely slaughter you. Unfortunately, you know what I should have done? I should have told my forces to charge a lot earlier here so that my people could come in from behind and actually assist me, give the enemy more targets to shoot at as well. But we've eliminated 75 of the enemy's forces already, and as you can see, we have a number of people on the battlements already as well, which is making a massive difference. Now, the only thing that we can do here is, I think what I'm going to do is, as soon as I get about 10 wounded, that is when I will retreat, and no matter how many I've killed at that point, we're just going to get out of there, because I don't want to lose too many forces. As you see, we are starting to lose some Heretic Magnus, we're starting to lose some other people there as well, and I believe 10 wounded, there's 10 wounded. We're going to get out of there now, even though I am going to indeed, of course, lose some renown and things. That is just how things are going to have to be. How's my morale doing? My morale is still absolutely fine, surprisingly enough. And yeah, look at that. We've got 448 remaining. I feel like we have a pretty good shot at doing this, to be honest. I feel like we could possibly take Valonbray even in the next charge. If we can just take advantage of the left ladder, that is going to be the key. Anyway, I'm done. This is the episode, and well, that was fun, actually. That was a lot of fun, because we actually managed to take a town as well, and Ethos is still ours, surprisingly enough. I cannot wait to see what happens once we start to get our hands on a bunch of CKO units, because we can now start making them. And it's just very much a case of, well, I'm not entirely sure how we're going to do this, because generally there is a strategy that we can do if we were the ruler of our own faction, but as we are helping a claimant, there is no strategy that I can potentially use to gain a bunch of free T-Knights. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.